The overland is the new CFORCE 1000. So
Yeah.
what is the big difference with the same model?
Now, what's the big difference? Basically, it's a fully equipped, stuffed to the gills CFORCE 1000. All the little stuff I'd like to install on a brand new unit, they're practically all on there. So that's what's cool. And there's the overland badge, which is pretty much you know, it's a recent phenomenon. People are starting to transform even trailers, pickup trucks, and all this stuff for the overland thing. So people want to be off the grid and enjoy the outdoors. So this is what CFMOTO capitalized on this unit. So basic package is a 1000 cc V-twin, got about 80 horsepower, fast, nimble machine. It's not a very rowdy engine. It just pulls. There's a lot of torque, but it's not rev happy. So it's perfect for touring. So I like the engine package. The CVT is still CVTech primary, secondary, which is excellent. Dry clutch system. Good points on this thing is the suspension, and we're still in the basic CFORCE 1000 package. They come with fully adjustable shocks and preload adjustment. Very, very nice suspension. The basic package of the CFORCE 1000 is actually very good. You know, there's only 3 models in this segment that compete together in the leader class. So there's Polaris, Can-Am, and CFMOTO that have this type of machine. Now this is a big rig. It's not small. It's not obtrusive in any manner. It's easy to drive. I like the basic package of the CFORCE is actually very good. So what they did is they upgraded and added a whole lot of accessories to the unit, and I'm going to talk only about the accessories that are specific to the overland package. Let's start with the front bumper, steel. These things are made out of plastic now. Like every brand, they should all come with bumpers. There is a stock little bumper thing back here, but it's still covered with plastics and all this stuff. And the front here is not covered. So if you hit anything that goes here, it's going to be costly to fix. So this one actually addresses that, protects the headlights. That must be pretty expensive. So you have this, and you also have auxiliary lights. They're pretty bright. You know, there's only a couple of LEDs in there, but they are very bright. Now, if you continue down here, this is something that the first time I saw it, when I picked it up from CFMOTO, I thought this was way too small. You know, this is like a little windjammer. I like the way this is made. It's all inclusive. It's nice and sturdy. I like the mounting system is nice. It's tight. It doesn't vibrate. But this little gem of a small, I call this a spoiler. I don't call this a windshield. It just works perfectly when you're around between 50 to 80 clicks an hour. You know, the type of speed that you'll be riding if you're riding hard pack takes away all the buffeting. At the same time, it takes a lot of the air off your chest, and especially the stuff that's going to get under your helmet if you're wearing an off-road or a closed helmet. Makes the ride much less noise from wind. So I like this a lot. The standard dash, everybody knows that dash. Cheesy 101. Everything on this thing, I'll keep on showing you everything else. One thing I hate is that switch. I'm sorry, all the switch gear on this stuff is very, very nice. I like the layout. It looks motorcycle-ish. You know, very good quality components. I like it. And you got this little cheesy thing. Womp, 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 womp. CFMOTO, you can do better than that. I like the new mirrors. The mirrors, you know, they're profiled and they're included. So they're included in the basic CFORCE 1000 package. But it's very, you know, it looks a lot better, and they actually hold when you place them somewhere so they're not flipping all over the place. So you place it once during your day, your ride, and they're going to be fine. Now, let's go out back because there's more stuff. You got the rear bumper on it. You know, they took into account that there's a storage compartment here, and what you see here. Now we're talking storage. This is mostly the overland because this is like a travel type ATV. Even if you're two up, because this is a two up unit. You don't see the seat, we'll show you later on. But this is like huge. You could fit probably 3 full-size closed helmets in here. Lots and lots of storage space. You know, you could pack probably for 2 people in there for a couple of day trips, a week, maybe a trip about a week with the other one that I'm going to show you. But this is the first time that we actually see these. They were supposed to be available as an option for your CFORCE 800 1000 in 2020, but because of the global pandemic, they got in really late. So you can get this one for your 2-up machine now. It's a branded CFMOTO unit. It's nice, sturdy, injected plastic. This is the auxiliary travel pack. So you can actually fit a full-size helmet in there, plus a bunch of stuff. So nice to have that. The only thing that's missing on this is a lock. You can't lock these. So I wish they'd be lockable. So CFMOTO, get some locks for these things. Now, coolest thing is these are removable. You just flip this thing here. Aha! There's another one on the other side. It's one of the easiest ones to do, by the way. And you just bring it forward. And voila. But if you want to bring your best friend, the wife, your kid, you want to bring him along, well, included in the overland package is this beautiful seat. So the only thing you have to do is flip those off, bring this one in, and ta-da! So you now have a 2-up machine with a huge storage box in the back. Now let's come down here and I'll show you some more nice stuff. Woohoo! This is a real beadlock wheel. It's not a look-alike, it's a real beadlock. Another good thing when you ride it, and especially if you're riding in winter or mud, there's lots of ruts and stuff. You can't, the tire will remain mounted in all conditions, even at low pressure. So kudos for that one. And these Fender extensions, we learned that they work because when we were out riding with it, there was a lot of water, a lot of mud, and these actually work. There's some out front here too. They work, and they work great. So I wish all of them, every model would come with this. I think this is going to be an available option for your basic CFORCE 1000. Now, the rest to talk about this unit, you know, all of this nice stuff that's added and inclusions and stuff like that, there's a price to pay for it. But it's not that high compared for what you get. Jason, remember how much this thing costs?
15,500.
Yeah, 15,499, which is 15,500 Canadian. You know, if you compare it to what you got with the adjustable shocks and all this equipment that you got on there, if you try to compare it with the other 2 players in the market, which are Can-Am and Polaris, you're going to spend close to 20 grand to have something like this. Like this is 15.5. Not bad at all. You know, they've been on the market now for 2 years. Haven't heard of many horror stories. You know, there's not stories, thousands of stories of people that are stranded with them. The quality is up a long way, 2018 and up. The bodies are designed now by KTM's design house. You know, there's a lot of stuff that they're doing right. The only thing I don't like about it is power. It's missing a little bit of power compared to the other 2 brands. It's about 10 horsepower. 10 horsepower on these things, it shows a little bit. The only advantage that it's got, it's the way it delivers power down low. It's much more torquey but it's smooth torque. So if you like touring in this thing and you're not really a racer, perfect, because you're not going to win any races with this thing. But if you're riding also touring, long distance touring or overlanding, perfect machine to do this. It's top notch, no rattles, no squeaks. The engine sound is very good. It's not overly loud, it's not obnoxious, but it's not like whisper quiet either. No, it's a good package. You're getting a lot of value for your buck with this thing. So I'm very happy. We had it for a while. It should come back here eventually because right now this is the only unit there is in Canada. So we had it for a very short time, but it gets a thumbs up.
So you forgot to talk about the plate under the bike, the plate in front of the wind.
There's a big bash plate up front.
Yeah.
It's an aluminum bash plate. So this will actually protect the whole lower end in there. Under the ATV, you have some very thick plastic UMV or UH. I never remember the name of that, but it's a special plastic compound that's about a 3/8 of an inch thick that will take the impact. So it's got skid plates, but they're plastic type HMMW or whatever. But they're there and they don't cost more.
And you forgot to talk about the hitch.
Full size hitch.
Yeah.
Full size 2-inch hitch. I really like that. But the included hitch, you even include the tongue with it. And there's an adjustment here for the lock so the tongue doesn't rattle. That's another inclusion that's worth mentioning.
So, and the suspension is the same thing that
same thing as the CFORCE 1000.
Okay.
Here you can see a little bit of the plate that we were talking about, and you have the aluminum protection for the axles.
So, Mark, can you talk about the tires? So it's not the CST Stag, but
no, and actually, in certain conditions, this is better. The CST Stag is an awesome tire. Really. I really like what CFMOTO has done because they've been including really great rubber on their machines, which changes a lot on the riding conditions. This one is the CST Clincher. It's on the same rubber, it's on the same radial carcass as the CST Stag. It's a 6x, but check out this tread pattern, which is much smoother. The disposition of the blocks makes it much better, especially on noise levels. And on traction, especially on hard pack, or if you do the odd pavement riding like we do a lot in Ontario and other sections of Eastern Canada, this will wear less with time, but it's very comfortable. And I like the way it reacts when you change surfaces. Let's say you change from gravel to hard pack, or gravel to asphalt. It's a very predictable tire, and braking distance are a little bit shorter with these tires in the normal conditions, except on ice where these will not be very good, and on snow where they have a tendency to pack and float. But the rest, very, very good tire. So this concludes our quick review of the 2021 CFORCE 1000 Overland Edition from CFMOTO Canada. I'm Mark, this is Jason.
And please subscribe our YouTube channel.
And don't forget, we're on Facebook also, at ATV Guys Magazine, and you can reach us on our Facebook group and come and chat with us in real time. The name of the group is Canadian ATV UTV Nation. Mark, Jason, where are you going?